This dubbing project with How to Train Your Dragon is just exciting for a lot of reasons, not the least of which it shows that we are perpetuating the language and spreading the language. An opportunity to work with an amazing company like DreamWorks means that we've got more opportunities in the future to spread our language far and wide. But just this dubbing project is amazing because it also took the hard work of people in our language department. I'm just very proud of them.
These guys had roughly 30 days. They dubbed a 2-hour cartoon in roughly 30 days. And did such a quality that DreamWorks and Peacock and places like that. It's like, wow, this is the quality that we would get from large countries that was dubbing that in Korean or whatever. This is that same quality. That's the quality that's happening here in Cherokee Nation. That's the quality that's happening here in the language department. And I have no doubt that that's just going to build more and more and more and more.
When I heard about it, I was like, really? I was just like, they want us? So I was just really surprised. I grew up watching the How to Train Your Dragon movie and other movies like that. And honestly, it would be really good for the kids to enjoy and hear the language from something like that.
You know, in like pottery or something like that, and like sculpture making, you're kind of like molding it into something that you want it to be. And most people make it, you know, like a pattern, something culturally significant and everything. What we do in the booth is kind of like, how can I take my voice and how this language sounds and mold it into something that's you know, being conveyed in this scene. I think that's where it kind of fits in that artistic landscape, because you're using the language and having to get into something that's your own, but also at the same time universally understandable as well.
Toothless, Sonale Allstai Jihog, Ijayosi.
One thing that excites me and Chief Hoskin is the fact that how we're on the cutting edge, we're on the front lines of being able to add our language and other native languages into movies, create our own content, create our own applications, different things that we'll do. The Immersion School has been a beacon of hope to not just preserve the language, but to save the language and send it into the next generation. And I think it brings a source of great pride to me to know that we're working with individuals that are a part of that industry that put out quality content. And we have to remember, we've always been taught by our elders. We listen to our elders. They teach us how to take care of our youth. We need to continue to include our youth in what we do, because they're the next group of aged adults that are going to come out here and pave the way for that generation coming after them. And if we can captivate that audience today, then that lasting effect will be seen long after I'm gone.